straight to questions.
Sun came up. That's a good thing.
Oh, yeah.
How do you feel after watching, I guess, the film? And also, for you, what sticks with you the most? What guides you the most? What you feel and see on Saturdays with your own two eyes, or what you see on tape the next day or two after?
I think both. You kind of watching how you guys perform under the lights, and how they react to certain situations, and then also what you see on film. I think after you go back and watch the film, you always have a different thought than what you did at the time. But I thought we did some good things, and obviously we did some bad things that cost us, which was turning the football over.
Well, clearly an emotional game. How have you seen the team kind of respond and talking, and since you guys have had a little time to kind of cool off from it?
We came back, had a good meeting yesterday. I think our guys are still upbeat and know we still have 6 ball games to go, and we got to correct some things and get better. But mindset-wise, they're ready to work. They came back ready to work. They're very upset the night before, and obviously, but they know we got to move on. We can't just sit and cry about that. No one's gonna feel sorry for us.
As far as injuries go, how'd you come out of the game?
Kind of beat up a little bit, like any other rivalry game would be. It was a physical ball game, and we got some guys that a little sore, and it should be that way. Nothing major.
Coach, what can a bye week provide for a team?
One more time, I'm sorry.
What can a bye week provide for a team?
It gives you a little more time to heal up a little bit, to work on some things that you want to get accomplished, some things that you probably weren't as good at, and reevaluate what you did the first half of the season, and then try to put your players in the best position to go out and get better.
What are the priorities on the practice field for this bye week?
Getting back to the basics, the fundamentals and technique of what we're doing, and make sure we're really sharp in those things. We need to be sharp there, and also a better understanding of what we're doing, offense, defense, and special teams, and keeping it competitive.
After a call like the double pass call, do you reach out to the ACC after a play like that?
Yeah, we sent it in to get some clarity, to make sure that we're doing it the way we thought we should do it, and the way we executed it. And so waiting to hear back and make sure we get clarity how we do it, so we don't make that mistake again. Again, we thought we did it the right way.
Coach, how do you continue to build on what you've done the last 3 weeks, despite the emotional loss of that game? What do you say to the team? What do you want to see these next few days to know that they're going to be moving in the right sort of steps?
Well, you just be honest with them. I told our team all last week, if we don't turn the ball over, we'll win that ball game. And our guys knew how important that was down there, and it's just different when you play down there and they get turnovers. Everything changes. So our guys knew that going in, and just being real and understanding that, hey, we did it. We turned the ball over. We did what we said we can do, and we didn't win the ball game. So let's continue to practice better and get better and make sure we don't turn the ball over.
You found a little bit of success in the run game. Is that something you can build off of?
Yeah, I think we can. Our run game will get there. I think part of that had to do with the tempo. We went a lot faster than we had been in the last 2 ball games, and it made a difference for us. So I think it'll continue to get better. I like the way our backs were running the ball. I thought they saw the holes a lot better than what they had been, but I really think the tempo really helped.
So the storm might be coming this way. I assume you guys will monitor that in terms of how it'll affect your schedule and everything else?
Yes, we will. I know our administration is looking, and we'll meet later on today and make sure we keep our student athletes safe and healthy.
With the bye week, is it, you talked about getting back to fundamentals. Do you do any prep for Wake Forest this week, or is it just back to fundamentals?
No, I mean, we're going to get back to the fundamentals. That's an everyday thing, fundamentals and technique, but we're going to spend a lot more time with it than you usually get during a game week. But every day we're here, we're going to also prepare for Wake Forest. We're not just going to just do ourselves. We're going to work on ourselves and also prepare and make sure we understand what Wake Forest is doing.
Where do you think the biggest issue is that you guys need to work on yourselves at?
Being smart with the football. I think we're getting better in every aspect, and we got to take care of the football. You look at a lot of games we lost, we wasn't good in the turnover battle, and that's so important. And so getting better with that and keeping up with our tempo on offense, I think that's really important for us, and we can't get away from it.
It seemed like DeAndre had been doing a pretty good job taking care of the football. How did he handle what happened in this game and bouncing back from it?
you say, how Kenny
How
handled?
has he, like, just talking to him, how did he feel after the game?
I mean,
Did
he
get
was.
talked to?
He was upset like everyone was upset afterwards. And again, watching the film, seeing where he could have been better at some things, some decision makings and all, and how we can correct some things. I know the interception. Tight end should have came flat, and he went behind the linebacker, and that's a no-no. And the linebacker undercut him and intercepted the ball. So I think in that second half we did things that we didn't do in the first half. I think a lot of that had to do with the momentum switch, and we didn't handle it well at all.
Is that something DeAndre could see during developing the tight end with that action?
No, he expect for the tight end to come underneath. He did it early in the game and had a big run, and I think Trey saw the linebacker and decided to go around him instead of underneath. And again, that can't happen. That's what happened when you do that.
Coach, through 6 games, where are you at now compared to where you maybe thought you would be heading into the season? And then also, is there anything that surprised you so far?
I thought from a record standpoint, I thought we'd be better than what we are. But I also knew going in, we couldn't afford to have any injuries up front, and we've had plenty of those, and we've been having to finagle some things and try to find a way. And our guys are getting better. That's in there, and but we're making improvements from what we were in game 1, and we got to continue to do those things.
I guess specifically, what area or areas have you seen the most growth in since week 1?
Not necessarily football. I think more just our guys coming together and believing in each other, and now they're starting to make some winning plays. We're just not doing it on a consistent basis, but we got to do it. I thought the last game showed the first half what we're capable of doing, and again, as a team, learning how to win again and dominate and how to finish games. We didn't do that, but that's another step that we got to continue to get better at. And but we've shown that we can play with some really good football teams, and we just got to do it consistently enough and play the way we know how.
Any update on Landon's?
Landon had a setback that last game against Louisville, and there's no timetable right now when he'll be back.
Do you think Saturday's performance gave you guys a kind of a good shot in the arm to go out recruiting this week and then the next, moving forward in terms of showing these kids what you're putting together and how they can help?
Well, I think our recruits that we're recruiting, they know where we're at and see what's going on, and we're going to get out and work and go see guys and continue to find some really good players to come here to help us out.
Junior college an option for you guys at all to get some maybe quicker fixes in?
Well, everything's an option. We're going to do what's best for us and make sure that we continue to get better and bring guys in here that we need to help us get better.
Good.
I think I know the answer, but DeAndre's solid, right? DeAndre's still solid as a starter?
Yeah. Why wouldn't he be?
That's why I said I think I know the
Is
answer.
that the question?
People are asking.
Is that right?
Yeah.
You got to be kidding me. All right.